Gas prices are starting to come down nationwide, but still $5 a gallon in some states. Lana Zak joins us now with a look at what actually makes up gas prices. Lana, hey, what you got?
Hey there, Caitlin. Yeah, the trajectory is a good one, but still the price tag remains high. And yesterday I explained why a gas tax holiday might have minimal effects on actually lowering prices at the pump. Today I want to dig into why gas prices are at these levels and what goes into it. So first off, crude oil, the stuff that literally comes out of the ground, contributes a majority of your costs. Next up, refining, turning that oil into something that you can actually use in your car. Refinery costs include additives that are mixed into gas to enhance it or make it comply with state laws. They add an additional 40 to 70 cents per gallon. An interesting side note, Caitlin, the gas that you purchase in the summer is actually often more expensive because it includes additives that reduce air pollution caused by driving in hotter temperatures. Next up, then, there is distribution costs. That contributes about 5%. That's bringing the gas literally to you. States that are closer to major oil refineries have cheaper gas because it doesn't have to be sent as far. And that's part of the reason why Gulf Coast and southern states have some of the lowest prices nationwide, which leads us to the final category, taxes. Gas is taxed at both the federal and state level. That contributes about 11%. And some states, like California, have really high taxes, which raises, of course, their gas prices. That's why we've seen $6 plus up in there. But if you're in a place like Mississippi, their taxes are among the lowest in the nation. So you're going to end up paying a lot less anywhere in this area. Caitlin.
Very interesting to see the breakdown, especially heading into the summer months when most people are going to be traveling. Here in D.C., everybody is kind of finger blaming here or trying to point the finger at someone else for these high prices. But I'm curious, what effect does something like Russia's invasion into Ukraine actually have? Because a lot of people here in Washington say that's to blame. Well,
it's part of it. Before the invasion, though, the U.S. didn't really use much Russian oil. It's only about 8% of the U.S. supply. Again, that's before, obviously, the invasion. Right now, we're not using Russian oil. But still, oil is priced on a global market. And if something is impacting the oil market in Europe, you can bet that you will see ripple effects that happen throughout the world. There's also the issue that global oil production simply has not caught up to pre-pandemic levels yet. And if supply remains low and demand is high, well, then prices will be as well.
All right, Lana, thanks so much for breaking that down for us. We appreciate it.
Absolutely.